Chapter 13 Magnum Opus. The Elden Lord emerged out from the portal, out from the darkness of the abyss. The portal closed behind him, and he lifted the cube of resurrection out from the pedestal, knowing it would serve a final purpose. "Oh, so you have returned, Elden Lord." Sorry, I'll redo that. There's the voice. "Oh, so you have returned, Elden Lord. I have been rather keen to hear how it went," shouted Luciferius aloud with joy, curious and euphoric. The Elden Lord looked to him with anger upon his face. "Are you aware that you have been a scout for the enemy?" "What? I would never do such a thing. Luciferius is fair." The Elden Lord walked up to him in a striking manner, a manner that caused poor little Luciferius to waddle back in fear. The evil that governed that forsaken realm told of how he used you to lure me into a trap. Is it true? "No, no, no. My visions are my own. They helped me guide you to the one you sought to be rekindled with. I did not do anything wrong, I swear." The Elden Lord hesitated, restraining the anger that burned inside him, for there was extreme hope inside it. "You are lucky I need you, but you are a fool if you think your mind is your own. The enemy still lingers within, so control yourself. Tell me, what is next?" Luciferius sighed and gathered himself into a confident stance once again. "The next order of business is to go to the ancient powerful shrine that was said to have been built by the greater will itself. It is there I can perform magics and rituals to bring back your beloved, noble Elden Lord." The Elden Lord did not say a word, but instead walked past him, annoyed by his passiveness and his cryptic nature. He walked out from that portal room and walked the halls of the castle, observing the paintings of old that had decorated those beautifully crafted halls for 1,000 years. He rested at a sight of grace in the throne room. As he sat on the floor there, he took out the Needle of Souls, the great and powerful artifact that held the soul of the one he loved the most. She could not talk to him, even when he preciously held it in his hands, but a glimmer of beautiful purplish hue resonated from it, and with him he felt love. The bodies required for the ritual dangled from his neck, and his pouch held the cube of resurrection. He now had everything for the ritual, and trigger a rebirth. He acquired more strength and endurance as felling the black horror in the sunken cathedral had yielded to him an immense amount of runes, enough to give him 10 points of levelling. He transported himself to the undersea forge. The cathedral was inert and no longer had the energies of purpose and vigour, but instead felt like a bear hibernating in winter. The golden shield above him was still active, and the sea beyond it was glistened by the glory of the sun. The ethereal forges were dim and without fuel. Tools had been put away and everything was most suspicious. The Elden Lord shouted, "Hello? Grayfear?" There was no response, but as he moved around the crystal in the centre of the forged cathedral, he saw Grayfear, hibernating in his statue-like form. He held something in his hands, unrelenting to let it go, as if it was most precious indeed. The Elden Lord touched him at his hand, and Grayfear animated him into life once more. He gazed upon the Elden Lord and smiled, something the Elden Lord had never seen from him before, a fulfillment promised, a fulfillment kept. "Oh, Elden Lord, it is you. I see you were successful. I sense another presence with you, a presence that is happy and at ease." "Yes, I was, but there was quite a struggle that was required to free her from her bond," But in the end, for the feelings that come to my heart even now, it was all worth it. I only hope that Luciferius can bring her back anew, and without the rot to plague her. A grin rested on Greyfear's smiling face. Ah, speaking of, here you go. This is the greatest weapon you will ever have. It is the greatest weapon of all time. My magnum opus, carved with the essences of mother and grandmother, demigod and god. Its power is merciless, and its ability to render death to your future enemies will surely be the stuff of legends. Greyfear handed him a mighty sword that was the size of a 6-foot man. It glowed with gold always. It never had to be charged, but when it was charged, its power was that of 10 Elden Lords, a terrifying thing to behold. While it was made from the hair of Marika and Melania, its form was made of an ultra-light but formidably strong steel, a white golden alloy that is found beneath the Erd tree itself. How this master blacksmith got an abundance of it to make a hefty sword such as this is lost to time. This sword had one name, Geord Slayer, Godslayer. The Elden Lord was starstruck, as if he had laid eyes upon his first legendary sword for the first time, for it was beyond legendary. This is a work of art, friend. Truly, there is no one who can match your skill, and yet I do not really know you at all, or your history. I feel as if I am tarnishing your craft by wielding such a fine blade. Do not fear, Elden Lord. You are more than worthy to wield it, for I know the purity in your heart means well, and you have brought order to the lands beyond the sea. I see no one better to wield such a sword, and perhaps, one day, a son or daughter of your bloodline might take it up in battle against the forces of darkness yet. Is that a premonition? Who is to say, Elden Lord? Perhaps it will one day be your future, or perhaps I am ranting like a madman who has had his day. Oh, that reminds me. Here you are. This is for Millicent, the one that I can feel with you now, in that needle of souls that you so preciously bear. Greyfear handed to the thankful Elden Lord a curved sword of immense beauty, made from the hair of Millicent. It was also made from gorgeous white metal, and it featured a black ivory pommel, and the sword itself had beautiful carvings that depicted the Elden Lord in battle, etched from the visions of Greyfear, who saw the Elden Lord in the past fell many enemy. The blade shined with an ethereal light that could cast all darkness away, and in that moment the needle of souls resonated a thankful hum. The Elden Lord was again lost for words, for nothing he could say would shine his gratitude for such remarkable gifts. I am lost for words, friend. Not only have you given me the greatest sword in the world, or perhaps even worlds, you have given me a fighting blade for my love, to protect her on our travels together, which I hope are plentiful, assuming she is brought back into the world of the living. Greyfear stood, nodding. His giant stone body began to fade, and his entire being was breaking apart, as the rock turned to dust slowly before the Elden Lord. Fear not, Elden Lord, this was destined. Once I had created the greatest masterwork of all time, and handed it to its new owner, I could finally fade and rest. Fulfilling my promise to an ancient deity long ago, I can now scatter myself and join my family that died so long ago. I thank you, Elden Lord, for allowing me to lift this curse, and I know, oh noble Elden Lord, I know you will be fine, and you will do great things. Goodbye. Greyfear was no more. The Elden Lord stood in shock, as a friend had just passed before him. Yet, although he was sad, he was thankful, for he did not die in sorrow, and instead knew his soul would pass to meadows of verdant green and gilded rivers nourished by crystal springs, while in the company of his own beloved and family he lost so long ago. The Elden Lord was indeed thankful. The crystal that held the golden shield around the citadel in place began to dim, and the shield itself started to crack as water began to leak through, like trickles of flowing water in a cave. The Elden Lord took flight with his new sword Godslayer, including the weapon that was bound to Millicent, and as he just reached the site of grace, transporting himself back to Abendrunwald Castle, the crystal died, and the waters ran free once again, and the undersea forge was no more. The Elden Lord took out his cup and filled it with dark stout, and he toasted to Grafia, for he was a friend in the most unlikeliest place. Georg Slayer hummed with a power in the Elden Lord's hands, a power he wished to keep away from prying eyes, for the blade was truly a terrifying force, one that could render justice to any enemy. He sheathed it behind his back, and drank the cup of stout under the falling sun that glazed the world in an orange glow. He entered the castle, as the beautiful twilight decorated the sky once again. "Oh, Elden Lord, I think I am ready." Ah, right. "Oh, Elden Lord, I think I am ready. I will mark on your map where you must tread next. There will be the gilded shrine of rebirth. This is where they say the first were brought into godhood." The Elden Lord looked at him and nodded, noticing how he always wore his mask, never taking it off. "Why do you wear that mask always? I have never seen your face, for I do not truly know who you really are." "Ah, apologies, Elden Lord. I cannot take off my mask, for I am disfigured underneath, and the face has been melded, and the mask has been melded onto my flesh, for if it was removed, I would surely get infection and succumb to death. It is the only thing that keeps my brain and my eyes protected, for I have no faceplate on my skull." "Pray, tell me how such a thing could happen," the Elden Lord said inquisitively, scanning the mask with precise detail. Luciferius smiled under his mask. "My mother and father sacrificed me to their gods, and the gods accepted before discarding what was left of me away. Why they only took my face, I do not know. But the gods that be were nefarious, and known for building creatures out of the parts of the living. I can only summarize that my face now decorates one of their animated playthings." The Elden Lord, although suspicious of him, felt pity for the man before him. Unsure whether to trust him or not, he said, "You have my sympathy, but it is truly a terrible thing to lose your identity with the consent of your mother and father who so joyously celebrated it so." "Do not fret, noble Elden Lord. We have bigger concerns ahead of us, for everything is coming together quite nicely, yes? We are so very close to the end, and I hope you will give what I ask for a good consideration, for I have helped you immensely, and I will not hide behind humble nature, for you know no one does anything in this world for free. That is why you can trust me." "I still do not know what you want, nor do I have any clue to what that is. Power? Wealth? An artifact of power? An enemy you wish for me to kill?" "All in good time, Elden Lord.
For if I say now and you say no, then what is the point of it all? You need me to bring back your everything. But what I ask may instill doubt in you. And doubt is the worst enemy of all.
The Elden Lord shook his head, sighing as he did so as the moon graced the light into the windows of the castle. I still do not know what you mean, but nothing will stop me now from uniting with Millicent.
That is how it should be, noble Elden Lord. For you truly put others ahead of yourself.
Luciferius walked out from the castle and faded from view. The Elden Lord rested at the castle for the night, and by the morning's grace he teleported to the lands between and made haste to the gilded shrine. This is where the final test would be resolved, and the fruition of his journey would either fail or come to pass. This was truly the moment. This was truly his moment as a true Elden Lord. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next episode.